3RMN will be beginning shortly.
And now, community news, and we welcome to those listening to our stream. Tea Tree Gully News. First up, the Tea Tree Gully Council City Master Plan. The master plan has been officially recognised at an awards ceremony for planning excellence. The Planning Institute of Australia has recently awarded a commendation to our council for improving planning processes and practices. We set a new standard for planning and local government in South Australia with this plan. Not only has it streamlined planning and decision making, it's resulted in the delivery of on ground initiatives, said John Moyle, City of Tea Tree Gully CEO. We were the first council in Australia to plan out an entire city this way rather than just a single precinct or regional area. The plan is a vital element in attracting business and government investment, he said. Revitalisation of the Modbury Precinct Tea Tree Gully Township and the Modbury Sporting Area Hub is continuing, and a precinct plan for Modbury Heights also being developed with community engagement on a second stage of the project, likely to take place in early 2015. So that's a great initiative for the Tea Tree Gully Council. Well done on getting the award. Next up, home pool owners. If you have a pool, Tea Tree Gully Council on their website have got a great quiz that you can take to assess the safety of your pool. Because guess what? Drowning is the leading cause of accidental death for young children, and most of them occur in private backyard swimming pools. So go online, do the 8-question quiz, and make sure that you get yourself up to date with water safety, especially all the pool owners out there. So a good tip. Okay, our next item for Tea Tree Gully News tonight is the community men's shed. A lot of men would like to have a bigger shed, and the men at Tea Tree Gully Community Men's Shed at Holden Hill Community Centre wholeheartedly agree. Robin Mitchell, a member of the men's shed, says the blokes are loving the fact that the Tea Tree Gully Council has just completed a major expansion and upgrade of their building, which now includes a fully compliant workshop. We've more than doubled our capacity for men to be involved in our workshop program, which is good news for our community. And while the workshop program is highly popular, Mr. Mitchell is quick to recognise that the shed plays a far greater role than the work that is carried out. They say men don't like to talk face to face, but shoulder to shoulder. And that's certainly the case here. Mr. Mitchell said a number of men had been able to get through depression and had come up trumps as a result of the program. That's fantastic. The upgraded building also includes a front veranda, partly funded by the Australian government. The Tea Tree Gully Community Men's Shed expansion will be officially opened by Mayor Kevin Knight on the 2nd of December. And of course, the blokes will be firing up the barbie. A men's health and wellbeing pocket card directory will also be launched at the opening, which contains important health information for men to easily keep in their wallets. For more information about this, call the council on 8397 7444. And now we're over to weather. We've got one more story. I'm sorry, I'm working with an amateur. What can I say? But he is trying, and I just hope, one of these days he's going to get it right. So, what we thought we'd like to do is tell you about Carols at the Park 2014, coming up in a couple of Sundays' time. Bring your picnic rugs or chairs and celebrate the festive season at Carols at the Park on Civic Park. Oh, excuse me, we are being ambushed.
We always used to have this event, didn't we?
We did. So we're always a bit sad when we read this news item, aren't we?
We always get a bit sad, so.
I used to own it. It was across the road from me.
Yeah, well, it was right across the road from us here.
And I sold it.
It was right, and we just lost it. Modbury North lost it to Modbury.
Boo, boo. I suppose it's Christmas, so we should sort of cheer up and not be so miserable. So get along to Civic Park on December the 14th. We will be singing all your favourite carols with the help of our carols band, community choir and special guests. Pre-show entertainment starts at 6:30 with a special performance by the Australian Army Band, followed by carols from 7:30. Our guest hosts this year are Brenton Raglas and Kate Collins from Channel 9. Don't miss the giveaways, entertainment and arrival of Santa. The night will finish with a spectacular fireworks display from the roof of Westfield Tea Tree Plaza. Ooh, check it out. Okay, for more information, go to the Tea Tree Gully website or the Facebook page. Okay, so that's our community news for tonight. Hope that you enjoyed keeping up to date with what's happening in our community. Now we're going down the hill to Parafield to find out about the weather. Adelaide for Sunday.
Hey.
Yeah, mostly clear. Winds west / southwest 20 to 30 kilometres an hour. Monday, slight chance of a shower in the morning. That sounds like the same for Lachlan. You may or may not have one. Let's hope it's more than 20%. I might not get to do the weather after this, I think. Mostly sunny afternoon. Winds west to southwest, 15 to 25 kilometres, tending south-southwest in the evening, then becoming light in the late evening. Looking forward to that, aren't you, Lachlan? I love those wind changes.
Let's just hit you with the 7-day.
And the 7-day forecast. Monday, December 1st. Yay, it's December. That means Santa's getting closer. Monday, December 1st, clearing shower, 25 down to 16, 10% chance of rain. UV index very high. Woo. Tuesday, December 2nd, mostly cloudy, sun behind the clouds, 33. Oh, bugger, that's a bit hot, down to 13. Everybody thinks this is making Parafield Airport weather entertaining. Wednesday, December 3rd, thunderstorms. Woohoo! 31 down to 20. Thursday, December 4th, sun behind the clouds, mostly sunny. 26 to 15. Friday, December 5th, clearing shower, 27 to 13. Saturday, December 6th, mostly sunny, 27 down to 15. And that's not all for the weather. It goes on forever. You know it does. Sunrise, 5:55. Sunset, 2013.
That's for Monday.
For Monday.
And okay, now it's telling you about the next 12 hours.
The next 12 hours. And it hasn't changed since he told you half an hour ago. At 9 o'clock, it'll be clear in 19. Midnight, mostly clear in 18, but you should be in bed. 3 o'clock in the morning, you should still be in bed. It'll be mostly cloudy, 17. 6 o'clock, should be getting ready to get up, mostly cloudy, 16. No weather warnings currently. And Elizabeth. Yes, and that's coming very soon. Okay, and Elizabeth now is 20.6. And Adelaide, 19.9. Tonight in Modbury North. 16. Yeah, get off. I'm going to leave it to the professionals. And tomorrow, 25. And now, 19.9.
Was that challenging?
That was very challenging. This whole show is challenging, but I'm very entertaining at the same time.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yes, no worries. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, listeners.
Dream Westerns will be back in 1 minute. And you're listening to 3RMN. It's 8:12 p.m. CST time and 8:42 Eastern Standard Daylight Time. Listening to 3RMN. Now we're going to go for the bands and ratings for tomorrow for the South Australian Country Fire Service. And remember, in fire emergency, dial 000 or teletype 106. There was some total fire bans around the state today. These total fire bans remain till midnight. The Mount Lofty Ranges has a total fire ban, so that's the Tea Tree Gully area. We've got a total fire ban for the Mount Lofty Ranges. The areas affected are Barossa, Burnside, so LA Hills, Barossa, Burnside, Campbelltown, Gawler, Mitcham, Mount Barker, Onkaparinga, Boyford, Salisbury, Tea Tree Gully, Victor Harbour, and Yankee Lilla. We warn these areas. These total fire bans stay till midnight. Limerick North, tomorrow, there will be a fire. This is today, so there's a total fire ban for Limerick North. So that means there's a total fire ban till midnight tonight. The Clare and Gilbert Valley, Goyga, Light Regional Council, Malala, Northern Areas, Port Pirie City and District, and Wakefield. The Maylands have a total fire ban, and this stays there till tonight. Alexandra, Karoonda, the East Murray, Mid Murray, Murray Bridge, Redmark Paringa, Southern Mallee, and the Coorong. They all have a total fire ban till tonight. Riverland, Biloxi Waikerie, Mid Murray, Redmark Paringa, and Berry Barmer have a fire danger rating of severe and have a fire ban till midnight tonight. The Upper Southeast, they have a fire danger rating of severe and they have a fire ban. The areas affected are the Coorong and Tatira, and they will have a total fire ban till midnight tonight. The lower southeast, they have a total fire ban and a fire danger rating of severe. The areas affected are Grant, Kingston District Council, Mount Gambier, Narrow Court, Robe, and Wattle Range. That total fire ban is till midnight tonight. For the Flinders, you can expect a fire danger rating of severe and a fire ban. That total fire ban is remaining to midnight tonight, and the areas affected are the Flinders Ranges, Mount Remarkable, Peterborough, and Port Augusta. The northeast, they have a fire danger rating of severe, a total fire ban, and that total fire ban remains to midnight tonight. Areas affected: Lee Creek, Linghurst, Arcola, Mumba, and then we have the northwest. They have a total fire ban, a fire danger rating of severe. The areas affected: Cooper Pedy, Roxby Downs, Woomera, Glendambo, Andamuka, Marla, Mintabi, and Ambella. They have a total fire ban till midnight tonight. For tomorrow, we expect things to settle down. Do not expect any total fire bans for tomorrow. I don't think there is any total fire bans for tomorrow. No, there's not any total fire bans for tomorrow, so you're all good for tomorrow. 3 minutes, 8:16 p.m. Now we're going to go to what's making news today. And what's making you go? Children find baby's body on Sydney beach. Police forensics officers have Comberg area of Sydney South, where two young boys found the badly decomposed body of a baby. The two boys, aged 6 and 7, were digging in the dunes of the south end of the beach when they made the grim discovery about 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. The pair's father alerted police to the baby's body. Police Inspector Andrew Holland said the body was naked and buried 30 centimeters below the surface. He said it had started to decompose and that it would be difficult to estimate a time or cause of death without further forensic investigation. Obviously, everyone is upset. He said it's a tragic event. Something like this doesn't happen every day, and it affects everyone involved. Inspector Holland said police had no further clues at this stage. Police are still going through the scene at the moment. Hopefully, we might find someone there, but we're hopeful the parents of the child might come forward. He said, we're also going through the registry of births, deaths, marriages, and obviously all the local hospitals to try and determine where we can find the parents of the child. So some sad news coming out there in Sydney, and so a former ABC cameraman, Les Wadsley, was killed in a house fire in Sydney's northern beaches. Former ABC cameraman Les Wadsley has died in a house fire in the northern beaches in the early hours of Sunday morning. Mr. Wadsley was 86, and his daughter Linda, believed to be aged in the 40s, was killed in a blaze that destroyed their two-story home at Valley Close in Bayview. Mr. Wadsley's wife, Jan, escaped out of the window but broke her leg. She's been treated in the Royal North Shore Hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. The couple's son is a local firefighter who was due to begin his shift this morning. So some sad news coming out there for the ABC cameraman. Grandstand broadcaster, the death of a man in Western Australia of the town of Northam is being treated as a suspected homicide, according to Western Australian Police. Officers were called to the Northern Hospital yesterday afternoon after a 35-year-old man was admitted with a serious injury. The man later died. Weekbelt detectives and the Major Crime Squad are currently at the residence in Cook Street, where they believe the man received his injuries. Police are asking anyone with information to contact authorities. And if you're interested in the A-League, the Jacks and Mariners have drawn 1-1. In other news, it's 8:19 p.m. here on Free Ironman. In other news, okay. Jordan Spieth streaks a field to win Australian Open title. American golfer Jordan Spieth has smashed the course record to win the Australian Open by 7 shots. Power prices rise 62% in SA Riverland. Electricity bills have jumped to 62% in South Australian Riverland, according to an irrigator who said he is facing increased costs. Three-man charge over massive drug bust appear in court. Three-man charge over a massive drug bust when police uncovered almost 3 tons of drugs remain behind bars after appearing before a Sydney court. Okay, in other news, Michael Clark has played a tribute to brother Hughes in heartfelt column. Australian captain Michael Clark has put pen to paper in a heartfelt tribute to his friend, teammate and brother Philip Hughes after his tragic passing on Thursday. In a piece on the Sunday Telegraph, Clark celebrated his 26th birthday, which was today by the way, by reflecting on his life and off the field, describing him as one of good life's true characters and gentlemen. His cricketing achievements, of which there were many, really play second fiddle to the human qualities that he exhibited, Clark wrote. Loyal to a folk, sternly optimistic, kind-hearted, wicked sense of humour, a childlike verve for life, I really could go on and on. I met him as a boy of 17 when he came down to Sydney from Maxville to play for my club, Western Suburbs. I was drawn to him instantly, falling to it for his cheeky grin and love of life. Philip truly was uncomplicated. What you saw was what you got. Clark talks of his country upbringing, describing his parents Greg and Virginia as salt of the earth Aussies, and recounted his love of life on the farm. I remember the last time we battled together, we would meet in the middle of the pitch, and I'd be asking whether the ball was moving in the air or off the deck. Clark remembered. All we could do was talk about the cattle. What that man didn't know about cows wasn't worth knowing. He was a world champion, especially the smallest facts about Black Angus in particular. He loved them so much he was trying to convince me to run a herd of them on my own farm. Michael Clark tweeted this morning, and I quote, "Happy birthday, bro. We'll love you forever. It has been the hardest few days of my life." First, and also in other news, the Queen has sent condolences to Philip Hughes's family, and the first Australia-India test could see abandon first session, according to a report. Cricket Australia is leaving the final decision on whether the first test against India will go ahead with the Australian players. With reports, the Hughes family has suggested a delayed start to the match. The Australian team is stricken with grief over the death of Philip Hughes, and there is no decision yet on whether the first test against India in Brisbane next week will go ahead. Whose father, Greg, has said his son would have liked the game to go on, but Cricket Australia said Test cricket will only continue when the players are ready. Hughes' family will influence the players' discussion regarding the first test, as will the timing of the funeral. I've heard the Hughes family are keen for that test to go ahead. Obviously, that's going to be the question for the players. South Australian Cricket Association Chief Keith Bradshaw said in Adelaide on Friday, "We must be mindful of the players and respect the players' feelings at the time as they are trying to deal with a tragic loss." The Nine Network reported on Friday the Hughes family has suggested the first session of the test at the Gabba be abandoned and Hughes' bag and helmet be placed on the pitch. According to the report, the match would then start after lunch. Hughes was felled by a bouncer in Sydney Cricket Ground on Tuesday and died at St. Vincent's Hospital of severe and rare head injury on Thursday. The Gabba is taking direction from CA regarding for the first test, while the ground and Queensland Cricket clubs have both set up tribute areas for Hughes. Listen, I think I said this on Thursday night and I said this on Friday. I think the game should go ahead. I think we need to play that test on Friday. The players can play for him. Do the tribute. Do your 1 minute of silence. And play the game. He would have liked it to go on that way. He would have loved it. And the players, I know their emotions are running high right now, but Phil Hughes would have loved him to play. It's 8:24 p.m. here on 3RMN, and we yeah, it's really social media marks Philip Hughes' birthday. Nearly my whole news screen is covered in Phil Hughes at the moment. He passed away on Thursday. Okay, okay, we'll move on to other news in South Australia. Federal coalition will affect Fisher by-election outcome, SA government says. The federal government performance could affect the results of next weekend's by-election in South Australia. Deputy Premier John Rose says. The Labor MP supported comments made by the Victorian Liberal Premier Jeff Kennett that the federal government needed to take some of the blame for the coalition's election loss in Victoria overnight. "You've had to be blind not to recognise the federal government's behaviour is something people around the country are finding offensive," Mr. Ruse said. And if that sort of offence is being taken in South Australia, it may show itself up in the seat of Fisher as well. Voters for the Adelaide Southern Suburbs will go to the polls on December 6 to decide the electorate after independent MP Bob Such passed away in October. In other news, and police prices, power prices, 60 will power prices skyrocket by 62% in South Australia's Riverland. Irrigator says electricity bills have jumped by 62% in South Australia's Riverland, according to an irrigator who said he is facing increased costs. Sam Albanese, a grower at Pike River near Renmark, said his high electricity bills were the latest challenge for the region that was already suffering from the impacts of low com- commodity prices and drought in recent years. Since 2012 and 2013, our power bills have increased to 62%, he said. It's a fairly big jump and it's a bit hard to justify. There's not much we can do about it. We've just got to grin and bear it. But I don't understand it. The Australian energy market operator confirmed the Riverland faced higher network charges, arguing that it needed to recover the cost of electricity loss on the power line running through the Riverland from South Australia to Victoria. In other news, and we're almost done. Defence Force abuse inquiry must go further. The Academy SA veteran says a Royal Commission into abuse at the Australian Defence Force Academy will only scratch the surface of abuse within the Defence Force, and uh, Allied veteran who offers support to victims says. SA police investigate double shooting at Paraka. Police are looking at for the government following a double shooting in the northern suburb of Paraka. Hundreds turn out to Adelaide for a march against domestic violence. Community organisations have joined forces in a stand against violence towards women and children during Adelaide White Ribbon March. And also, there's some new speed cameras for revenue raising SA police. South Australian police say 5 new infrared mobile speed cameras launched to catch motorists at night have nothing to do with the revenue raising, but everything to do with safety. And Victoria, the victory on top of the A League after 3-2 win over Adelaide. The victory stretched their A League winning streak to 8 games with a 3-2 win over Adelaide in Melbourne. War users are paid too much, SA inquiry told. South Australian households are paying up to $150 million too much collectively for their water annually, a former head of the Essential Services Commission claimed. Appearing before a parliamentary inquiry in Adelaide, Paul Kerrin said the high changes effectively propped up the government's budget. Police cleared by coroner over Kilburn standoff death. Football Park precedent sold for high-rise development. A development and the South Australian Football Commission have signed a deal for the Football Park precedent in Adelaide's Western Suburbs to be transported over the next 10 to 15 years. And the State Centre forecast in Adelaide tomorrow it's going to reach a maximum of 25 and a minimum of 16, clearing shower. In Mount Gambier it's going to reach a maximum of 23 and a minimum of 13, clearing shower. In Port Lincoln it's going to reach a maximum of 23 and a minimum of 14, mostly sunny. Port Pirie a maximum of 28 and a minimum of 15, increasing sunshine. In Renmark it's going to be sunny, a maximum of 32 and a minimum of 16. We're going to have a short weather update now on 3 Man. Welcome back here. For the rest of tonight here, Melbourne North will be a mostly clear night, winds west to southwest 20 to 30 kilometers an hour, and partly cloudy. Tomorrow there will be a slight chance of a shower in the early morning, mostly sunny afternoon, winds west to southwest 15 to 25 kilometers an hour, tending south to southwest 15 to 20 kilometers an hour in the evening, then becoming light in the late evening. tomorrow. For the next 12 hours in Melbourne North, 9 p.m. will be clear 19, 12 a.m. will be mostly clear 18, 3 a.m. will be mostly cloudy 17, 6 a.m. will be mostly cloudy 16. Elizabeth, it's 19.9, and Adelaide, it's 19.2. Tonight, Melbourne North will reach a below of 16. Tomorrow, it will reach a top of 25. Currently, Melbourne North, it's 18.7. Now, I have some national weather for our stream listeners. And in Sydney tomorrow, it's going to reach a maximum of 27 and a minimum of 20. Melbourne, it's going to reach a maximum of 29 and a minimum of 22. Brisbane, it's going to reach a maximum of 28 and a minimum of 19. Perth, it's going to reach a maximum of 24 and a minimum of 15. Adelaide, it's going to reach a maximum of 25 and a minimum of 16. Canberra's going to reach a maximum of 31, a minimum of 16, and Hobart's going to reach a maximum of 17 and a minimum of 14. Darwin is going to reach a maximum of 32 and a minimum of 26. For Tuesday, it's going to, for Tuesday around the country, in Adelaide, it's going to reach a maximum of 33 and a minimum of 14. In Hobart, it's going to reach a maximum of 22 and a minimum of 15. In Melbourne, it's going to reach a maximum of 25 and a minimum of 16. In Canberra, it's going to reach a maximum of 31 and a minimum of 14. Sydney, it's going to reach a maximum of 28 and a minimum of 21. Brisbane, a maximum of 30 and a minimum of 20. Townsville, a maximum of 32, a minimum of 25. Cairns, a maximum of 33, a minimum of 24. Darwin, a maximum of 32, a minimum of 26. Alice Springs, a maximum of 36, a minimum of 23. Broome, a maximum of 34, a minimum of 27. And in Perth, it's going to reach a maximum of 27, a minimum of 13. Your current national summary troughs are merging, causing heat showers and storms to become more widespread across inland Australia. Showers and storms are heaviest in northern WA and the NT. Weak highs are keeping coastal areas cooler and generally dry. Onshore winds and showers on the tropical Queensland coast. Stream listeners will be taking about a 4-minute break and we'll be back with more here on 3RMN. And now with sport news. We've got the Australian Open golf here, and in the Australian Open America golfer Jordan Spieth had break race course record with 8 under 63 to win the title by 6 shots. American golfer Jordan Spieth has shot a course record 8 under 63 to cruise into victory in the Australian Open at the Australian Golf Club in Sydney. A brilliant record for 21-year-old Spieth sank 8 birdies without a blemish to overwhelm his rivals, and still victory by 6 shots over the Australian rock champion to lift the Stonehaven Cup. I didn't think that round was out there, Spieth told the Seven Network, but the pucks kept going in there. I had a great time out there. In the best round ever I have played, no doubt, and the best win I've ever had. To be able to spread it out from the field is pretty amazing. Is a pretty amazing experience. Speed began the day on the 3 leaders on 5 under level with Australian Brett Bramford and Greg Chambers. Okay, that completes that. Now it's time to go to what have we got? We've got Adelaide Metro Show, transport information for tomorrow. And for your week ahead. And nothing much happening. We've got okay announcements. The Outer Harbour and Grange train line closure from Friday the 5th of December to Sunday the 7th of December. Due to level crossing works, the Outer Harbour and Grange train lines will be closed from Friday night, 5th of December, to the last service Sunday the 7th of December. Trains are expected to resume on Monday morning. Friday night, 5th of December, the last train services departing Grange at 11:33 p.m. at 12:33 a.m. and Outer Harbour at 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. on Friday the 5th of December will be replaced by substitute buses. These substitute buses will depart from stop 30A, Military Road at 11:57 p.m. and 12:57 a.m. and stop 66 Oliver Rogers Road at 11:50 p.m. and 12:50 a.m. The last 4 train services departing Adelaide at 10:57 p.m., 11:12 p.m., 11:57 p.m. and 12:12 a.m. on Friday the 5th of December will be replaced by substitute buses. These buses will depart from Stop D North Terrace at 10:30 p.m., 11 p.m., 11:30 p.m. and 12 a.m. And for Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of December, substitute buses will operate all day on Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of December. For full substitute bus timetable information, please download on www.adelaidemetro.com.au. In other news, and the additional train services after Stereosonic. LA Metro is providing a following additional Seaford train services after Stereo Sonic on Friday the 5th and Saturday the 6th of December. 10:30 p.m. departing Seaford train Adelaide Showground Station to the city, and 10:30 p.m. Seaford train departing Adelaide Railway Station travelling all stations to Seaford Interchange. Regular Adelaide Metro services are available to and from the sea on Goodwood Park, and on Saturday night you can stay out even later and still travel home safely with Adelaide Metro after midnight services. In other news, and here we go. And the N1 and NT after midnight bus services from Tuesday the 25th of November. N1 and N1T after midnight services on Adelaide Metro website and Jellypanga are displaying stop D1 Carey Street as a current bus stop instead of D2 Surrey Street due to the data error. The information will be corrected in our system as soon as possible, as stop D2 Carey Street is currently closed for customers will be directed to stop E1 Carey Street. LA Metro would like to apologise for any inconvenience caused. And Fletcher Road closure. Fletcher Road, due to a burst water main, Fletcher Road is closed for approximately 1 to 2 weeks. Bus stop closures. During this time, stop 47 Fletcher Road will be missed. Passengers can catch their bus service from stops 46 and 48 Fletcher Road. And that basically completes. We've got nothing else. No, we don't. That okay, very good. We've done all that. We've done all this. Okay, that completes the LA Metro show. Now it's time to see what's on TV for the rest of primetime television here tonight. And then YouTube listeners, you're done for the night, and we won't be seeing you till Friday in 2 weeks. So some bad news there. And here we go. Um, in ABC 2, 8:42 will be Scylla. 9:31 will be ABBA, Banger Boomerang. 10:28 will be Sound City. On ABC 2, 8:33 will be Miracle on Everest. 9:27 being Agony of Ecstasy, opening shot. 9:29, 9:59 will be Louis Theroux, The City Addicted to Crystal Meth. 10:58 will be Russell Brand, From Addiction to Recovery. 11:57 will be The Researchers. On ABC 3, 8:26 will be Move It Mob Style. 8:51 will be Grammy's Circus Show. 9:05 will be Rush TV, and 9:30 will be Rage. On ABC News 24, 8:30 will be ABC News, 9:02 will be 1 plus 1, 9:30 will be ABC News, 10 o'clock will be ABC News Update, 10:01 will be The Mix, 10:30 will be ABC News, 11 o'clock will be Big Ideas, 11:30 will be ABC News Update, 11:31 will be the Best of Landline. On SBS 1, 8:35 will be Dead Famous DNA. 9:30 will be Monty Python Live, 1 now, 5 to go. 11:15 will be Red Live the Sky, a 2006 drama starring Francesco Combesso and Luca Capariti. SBS 2, 8:30 be Brooklyn Nine-Nine, 9 o'clock be The Birthday Boys, 9:30 be South Park, 10 o'clock be A-League Extra Time, 11 o'clock be In Her Skin, 11:50 will be Free Radio. On NITV, 8:30 be The Medicine Line, 9 o'clock be The Other Side, 9:30 will be Boy, a 2010 comedy starring James Biscuit and T. Aho Hexagon Witu. It's rated M, 11 o'clock will be Young Dumb, a drama rated M. On Channel 7, 8:30 Bones, 9:30 Castle, and 10:30 Covert Affairs. On 7 2, 8:30 Escape to the Country, 9:30 Nick Canal's original feature, 10:30 Homes on the Hammer, 11:45 Britain's Empty Homes. On 7 Mate, 8:30 will be America's Hardest Prisons, 9:30 Green Zone, a 2010 action starring Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear. And on Channel 9, 8:30 Gotham, 9:30 Entertainment, and 11:50 will be Financial Review Sunday. On GM, 8:45 be Murder by Numbers. 11:15 will be Martial Law, Texas. On Go, 8:30 will be Big Bang Theory. 9 o'clock will be Big Bang Theory. 9:30 will be Dukes of Hazzard. 11:40 will be Two and a Half Men. And on 1, 8:30 will be Gold Coast Cops. 9 o'clock will be Territory Cops. 9:30 will be Paycheck. 2003 sci-fi starring Ben Affleck and Aaron Eckhart. 11:55 will be 48 Hours. On Channel 10, 8:30 NCIS New Orleans, 9:30 The Graham Norton Show. 10:30 will be Addicted Happen, 2009 family starring Janet Davis and Harrison Gilbertson. It's rated M. 8:30 be Connor Hex, and 10:20 be The King of Queens, and 11:50 will be Everybody Loves Raymond, and 11:20 will be Everybody Loves Raymond. 11:50 will be Star Trek The Next Generation. On 44 Adelaide, 8:30 be Dim Baller, a 1979 comedy. 10 o'clock be Barger TV, 11 o'clock be The Delirium Dave Show, and 11:30 be Guitar Gogs and Masterpieces. Thank you for listening, YouTube listeners. It's always a pleasure, and we'll see you next 2 Fridays from now. Remember, there's no broadcast next week. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday broadcasts will be cancelled.